So in 4.2, we're going to look at unit rates, and these unit rates are going to need rounding. Rounding tends to have issues in it if we don't spend a day on it, and so we're going to spend a day on rounding. All right, so sugar costs $5.60 for 8 pounds. Find the unit rate. So this is what we did in the last lesson. It's $5.60 for 8 pounds. So we're going to do 8 into $5.60. 8 doesn't go into 5. Decimal goes straight up before we do anything else. 8 goes into 56 7 times. 7 goes above that 6. Bring down the 0. And normally I don't like zeros that we don't need, but this is money. This is where, right, this is 70 cents. Even without the 0 there, that 0.7 is 7/10, which is 70 hundredths. So no matter what, that is 70 cents. And so it's 70 cents for 1 pound. All right, that is the unit rate. Darrell drove 246 miles on 12 gallons of gas. We're going to find the unit rate. So 12 goes into 246. Let's see, 12 into 24 goes exactly twice. Remainder 0. Bring down a 6. 12 goes into 6 0 times. Now what do? Decimal in 246 needs to go straight up. Then you bring down that 0 so you can keep going. 12 times 5 is 60. All right, so this is right. This is not money. So we're just going to not add an extra 0. We're going to write 20.5 miles on 1 gallon of gas. 24. And you can write that 20.5 mpg. And you could have written this one 70 cents per pound that way. Okay, right? What happens if you have that's not a repeating decimal, but what if you get $2? What is that? What price is that? Well, this is the way gas is priced. Yeah, gas is priced, if you go to the pump next time, in thousandths. Yeah. Now, the reason they do that is they're trying to steal or trick you out of 9, right, thousandths of a dollar each time you're at the pump. It's a fraction. That's less than 1 cent. Okay, because 1 cent would be 10 hundredths, 10 thousandths, which is 1/100th. So, right, that rounds to $2.80 because there's a 9 here. You go that one up to the next. But you won't see $2.80 in any pump. It looks like that. To round decimals, we look one place to the right of the place value we need. If the number is 5 or greater, we round up. If 4 or less, it stays the same. So round that to the nearest cent. So here are the cents, 36 cents. So you look at the one next to it. That's a 4. And so this rounds, I'm going to use an approximate symbol, to $7.36. What does that one do? Now, there are the cents. We don't even look at the 6. We don't care about it at all. And the reason is that's 10 thousandths there. We're going to look at the thousandths place. Now, that 7 is bigger, 5 or bigger. So you're going to round this up to $1.33. All right, once again, you don't look at all this mess. That's a 5 in the thousandths place, right? Cents are in hundreds, so we're going up to $8.38. No equal sign because you're making it approximate. You're rounding it. Same thing here. You're going to look at the 5. So this is approximately. So the 9 goes up to a 0, which then carries over, and you get $12.40. This, again, you don't even look there. All right, so what does that round to? $39.99. Now you're going to make that one go up, which makes that one go up, which makes that one go up. This rounds to exactly $40. Now we're rounding to the nearest cent. So normally I don't like writing these extra zeros there. $40 is $40. But we want to go to the hundredths place because we're rounding to the nearest cent, and cents are in hundredths. So the secret when you're rounding the nearest cent is you're looking at the thousandths place. You don't care about the 10 thousandths place and past that. Right, so at the gas pump you can see this, right? And the reason they do it is because people look at that price and think it's $3.79, but it really is much closer, right, to $3.80. Right, so that, let's round this. What is that horribleness? Well, all right, we're only going to look at the thousands, so that is, all right, that is around 86 cents per ounce. So which one is it between? All right, they're trying to make sure you understand here, or I am, that's 86 cents, and so it's between 80 and 90 cents per ounce. All right, so we're going to convert a fraction into a decimal, right? Because money's in decimals. All right, so 1/8, right? So we're going to make 1/8 into a decimal. Do we remember how to do that? Eighths make thousandths. And what do we multiply by? 125. So 5 and 1/8 is 5.125. 5 and 125 thousandths. Now we're going to round that, so we look at the 5, and it rounds to $5.13. Oh, per pound. This was our unit rate. All right, so now we're going to round things to both the nearest cent and nearest dollar. So let's start with cent, since we've been doing that. All right, so for the nearest cent, we don't care about this one. We're going to look, there's a 5. And so here we're going to write $16, and since it's a 5, we're going up to 39 cents. Now for the dollars, you look at a different spot, right? These are the dollars, so you look at just one past that. Just look at that 3. You don't look at anything else. But that is $16 and right? That's around $16.39. So the question is, what's the nearest dollar? Is it closer to $16 or closer to $17? Well, it's clearly, that's a 3, and so you stay where you are. It's closer to $16. All right, $448, and that's a 2. So we're just going to stay where we are, $448.64. Now for the dollars, this time, right, it's a 6, so we're going to go up. And that's because $448.64 is closer to $449 than it is to $448. 64 cents is more than halfway. But you really just look at the 6 is the rule. All right, $127, that's a 5, so we're going to go up. And we're going to make that $127.50, right? We're going up from 49 cents. Nearest dollar, we just look at the 4, and we're going to stay, now this is interesting, and that's why this one is here, right? We're going to, even though I've made this 50 cents, and 50 cents you should go up, you look at the original one for the nearest dollar. You don't look at the rounded one. And so we're going to have to stay at $127 here, because it's $127.40, 495 thousandths. Okay, and that is closer to $127, but it's really this 4 is the correct method. Right, so when we round to the nearest whole number, it's the same as rounding to the nearest dollar, same rules. And rounding to the nearest hundredth is the same as rounding to the nearest cent. So let's see, nearest whole number, so 22.3053. Okay, so we look for the nearest whole number, we're going to look there, and the nearest whole number is 22. We stay where we are, because that's lower than 5. Nearest hundredth, right, it's exactly like cents. We're going to look at the thousands place, and so that we're going to go up to 22.31. Hundredths are just like cents, because cents are out of 100 pennies in a dollar. 59.942 miles per hour. So that's a 9. We're going to go up to 60. Oh, and I should probably put units on these, right? MPG, MPG, MPG. And now this one is 2, so we're going to stay where we are. The nearest hundredth is 59 and 94 hundredths mph. One more time, WPM words per minute. All right, so the nearest whole amount of words is 196 words per minute. Nearest hundredth That's a 5. So we're going to go up to 196.30. I usually don't like those zeros, but we're writing it in hundredths, right? So it is going to be 3/10, but it's 30 hundredths also, WPM. Daisy bought 8 pounds of apples for $19. Find the unit rate and round to both the nearest dollar and nearest cent. All right, so dollars per pound, $19 for 8 pounds. So let's see what we get when we divide 19 by 8. 8 goes into 19 twice because 2 times 8 is 16, remainder 3. 19's decimal goes straight up, then we bring a 0 straight down. 8 into 30. 3 times 8 is 24, remainder 6. Bring down a 0. 8 into 60. 7 times 8 is 56. Remainder 4. Bring down a 0. 8 into 40. Now we're finally done, right? Because eighths always end up in thousandths, right? This is 2.375 is our answer. Well, we're not going to write it that way. It's exactly that amount of money, but we usually say money in cents, a hundredth. So let's see. Nearest dollar. All right, so the nearest dollar, $2. Well, let's do cents first. The cents, we have the 5 there. So it's approximately $2.38. We're going up because that's a 5. And so then in question is the nearest dollar, $2 or $3? We look at this 3. Well, we look at this 3 over there actually, and it's closer to $2 than $3. So the nearest dollar is $2. Nearest cents is $2.38. Steve drove 325 miles in 8 hours. Yeah, there's your eighths, right? Right, we're rounding eighths, miles per hour. So you know this is going to come out in thousandths because you got an 8 there, unless it comes out very neatly. Oh, this is going to come out very neatly. 4 times 8 is 32, is 0. Bring down the 5. 8 goes into 5 0 times. You have to show that. Then you put 325 decimal points straight up and the 0 straight down. No. All right, so 8 into 50 goes 6 times because 6 times 8 is 48. Remainder 2, bring down 0. 8 into 20. Yeah, here comes our thousands. I was right originally. 2 times 8 is 16. Remainder 4, bring down a 0. 8 into 40 goes exactly 5. So, all right, so now we have to round that. So the nearest dollar. All right, so we're going to look at the 6. So this is $40 and some amount of cents, but that's closer to $41 per hour. Dollars, it's not dollars, it's miles. 41 miles per hour. I want to write that as a fraction to be consistent with all the other ones. So 41 miles in 1 hour, sorry, right, which is around, I don't want to use an equal sign anywhere. So 41 miles per hour. All right, that's the nearest whole number. Now the nearest hundredth, I almost said cents again. All right, we're looking at the 5, and so the nearest hundredth is 40.63 miles per hour. Okay, right, and you could write it as a fraction. All right, so let's practice. So round to the nearest dollar or whole number. Well, that first one is 42 cents per pound. That looks like a 1, but it's a L. All right, so 42 cents per pound. Well, the question is, you look at this 4, and we're going to go up to $1, or we're going to go down to 0? Well, we're going down to 0. It's $0 per pound is the nearest whole number. 0 is a whole number. All right. And 22.51 mpg, nearest whole number, you'd look at the 5, so it's approximately 23 mpg. That's rounding to the nearest whole number. Round to the nearest hundredth or cent. All right, so for cents, right, we're going to look at this 8 because there's the cents, and we're going to do 40, the 8 makes it go up to 46 cents per ounce approximately. Here we go. That, this is one of those. So that this 5 makes this 9 go up, which makes that 9 go up, which makes that 9, right? And hopefully you realize that this is approximately 300.00 words per minute. Now I wrote all those extra zeros because it says nearest hundredth, right? So you want to write all the zeros until you get to hundredths. Right? So the 5 makes that 9 go up, which makes that go up, which makes that go up, which makes that go up to 300.00 words per minute. All right, so there's 5 7/8 dollars. So we have to do 7. Well, we can do 7 divided by 8. All right, right. But I also taught you this method. Both work. So in one of them, you're going to do 7 times 125. But let's show the decimal method since we're doing decimal division in most of these today. 8 doesn't go into 7, so you can put the leading 0 there, but it goes away. Then we need to decimal straight up, add a 0. 8 into 70. 8 into 70 goes what? 8 times 8 is 64. Had a brain freeze there. And then remainder 6, bring down the 0, 8 into 60, 7 times 8 is 56. Remainder 4, bring down a 0, and 8 into 45 times, right? And here, 7 times 125 is 875. Either one. All right, so this is equal to 5.875. And it says convert to a decimal. We did that. And round to the nearest cent. So it is $5.88 per 1 pound. Jack bought 4 gallons of gas for $16.50. Dollars per gallon. All right, so that's the math we're doing. 16.50 divided by 4. 4 goes into 16 4 times. Remainder 0. Decimal straight up. 5 straight down. 4 into 5 goes once. Remainder 1. Bring down a 0. 4 into 10 goes twice. 2 times 4 is 8. Remainder 2. Bring down a 0. 4 into 20 goes 5. All right, so it's exactly, right, it's exactly $4.125 per gallon. We're going to round that to the nearest cent, it says. So $4, and the 5 makes it go up to $4.13 per 1 gallon. All right, so what is that? Well, it's around 26 cents, right? It's around 26 cents. And that's how you write, whoops, I got to put the decimal point in the right side. That's how you write 26 cents per ounce. So which one is it between? It's between 20 and 30 cents per ounce. Good luck with the homework.